As if 2020 couldn't get any weirder, I've just found out that tonight, Mike Tyson, one of the most ferocious boxers in history, who retired 15 years ago, is fighting tonight. What? I realise this isn't what I usually talk about, but it was just such an unusual thing that I found out that I thought, I just need to do something. Mike Tyson is one of those boxers that everyone's heard about. You don't have to be into boxing, you know who he is. He's had an illustrious career. Mike Tyson's record is 50 for 6, and I've only just found that out. I'm surprised there's 6 losses on there. As I say, I don't watch boxing that much. He's facing a guy called Roy Jones Jr. Now this guy was also a huge name in boxing, apparently. And he's been fighting more recently as well. I think he only retired a couple of years ago. His record is 66-9, so that guy kept going. And apparently these two never met. They've both been heavyweight champions multiple times. In fact, looking into Mike Tyson's record, he won it when he was 20 in 1986, which was the year I was born, which makes it even more surprising that he's fighting tonight. Mike Tyson goes by a couple of nicknames. The obvious fight name, Iron Mike, but everyone knows him as the baddest man on the planet. And there's a few reasons for this. Some not so good. When he was 19, he had 19 professional fights. Every single one of them was won by first round knockout. He bought a tiger and posed it in his underwear. He had a slight addiction to cocaine. He went to jail for rape. He now owns a weed farm. Roy Jones Jr., I'm gonna be honest, in his post-fight press conference, he said, "You'll better remember who I am." I never heard of him. But again, I'm not a huge boxing fan. But the weirdest thing about this fight, the single weirdest thing, is it's classed as an exhibition fight. Now what that means is there's going to be no judges, there's going to be no winner, and apparently at the end both get belts, which is a bit... Here's the weird thing about that to me. If you think either of those guys are going to treat this as an exhibition match, by the time that bell goes ding, you've got to be out of your mind. I 100% predict they are both going to go absolutely toe-to-toe to try and knock the other person out, which, technically being an exhibition match, is completely against the rules. I think one of the rules is if there's even a slight cut they're stopping the match. It's not supposed to be a professional fight, but they're just going to treat it that way. You know they are. Something about Jake or Logan Paul being on the undercard as well, but what the fuck is that about? There's only 2 things I know about tonight though. One is, I've bought that fight. Just gotta wait for it to start now. And 2, I'm having a beer. Catch you in a bit.